Hiya, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, well, it's going to be, I won't say a remake of another video what I've done in the past. It's going to be a different approach to a video what I've done in the past. Basically, I changed the dash speakers on the other C1. I'm in the black one now. On the blue C1, I changed the dash speakers ages ago for some upgraded dash speakers. And I fitted the cheapest, well, pretty much the cheapest speakers I could find. They were less than 20 quid. And although they were a big improvement over the standard speakers, not going to sort of say they're not, but they are a big improvement over the standard speakers. There are better available if you want to spend an extra couple of quid. And now, because obviously I'm a YouTube influencer and megastar and I get paid loads of money off YouTube for making these shit videos, I can afford to spend a little bit more money on top quality gear. So this is a different approach altogether, actually, because last time I did a load of fucking about, took the speakers out and then cut all the wires and dicked about like that. But this time, see, we're doing it the posh way. Yes, plug and play. So that is what I'm going to do today, and I'm going to try and do some comparisons to the original speakers, see if that picks up. Another thing is, I mean, the last video that I made is I did it on my old phone, which had like a Johnny case around it, so a lot of it you can hardly even hear what I'm saying. But hopefully this one will be a little bit more clear, and it's actually an easy job to do. These, by the way, these speakers and adapters are what they sell in the CityBug Club store for, I think they're about 33 quid for the full kit. I think that's probably going to be worth it, but I haven't heard them yet. So let's get on with the shitter and find out what they sound like. But first, before I proceed to do anything, I'm going to have to turn the car around because the sun is just shining right in my eyeballs, and at this dashboard, which it's not flocked like on the other C1. So if it were flocked, it would be okay, but it's not. So let's turn the car around first so I can actually see what I'm doing. Better. Right, so let's start with the tools that we're going to need for this. And I don't think I'm going to need many tools. I don't think I'm going to need all these tools, actually. I'm hoping I just need a screwdriver bit out of that. If I remember rightly, what holds the speakers in is Phillips screws, but can't remember for sure, so I'll have a look when I get the grill off. But before any of that, let's have a look at these speakers. So these are Jivica them, and they actually tell you what the wattage is in RMS, which is the important wattage. So 21 watt RMS. Not sure what the impedance is, not looked at that yet, but these are sort of tried and tested speakers that work on the original stereo. So compared to the other ones that I fitted last time, or the JVC, the others were Pioneers. Nothing against Pioneers, actually. I really rate Pioneer stuff, especially the Edge units. But these are two-way speakers. If you look, they've got a tweeter in the middle there, and they've got the woofer on the outside. So it's got a tweeter and a dog. And the other ones that I put weren't dual, two-way. They were dual cone. So they were still had a single voice coil, but they had like an extra cone as such. Probably not that interesting to go on about, so I'll shut up about that sort of bullshit now. And I will open these up and have a look at them. Oh yeah, the adapters, sorry. The adapters are, last time I cut the wires on the car and I put spare connectors on. So I had that fitting coming out of the car wiring direct, whereas this time, hopefully, as long as these fit as they should, this should plug into where the original speaker unplugs and plug straight into the new speaker without any of the cocking about, cutting wires or anything like that. So hence, I should only need very, very minimal tools. And these, if you look at them as well, I cut them off last time. I mean, you can just bend them out the way, but if you look, they're just held on with not that many fittings. It's not all the way along, so you should be able to just snap them off like a little tab, the ones that I don't need. But cross that bridge when we come to it. Let's open them up and stop chatting bollocks. I might need two hands for this kind of caper. can. Yes. Let's get some unboxing. Yes, look at that. Nice. Also, what we've got on the back of here, we're not going to need this for hours because I'm not cutting anything out, but you've got a little template for the size of the speakers. And you get that a lot with speakers, actually. I got it with when I fitted the rear speakers in the other Citroen. Instructions and shit, don't really need them. So they're the speakers. And, well, they're pretty much unboxed. So, let's see what the original speakers sound like by pumping some tunes out. Not going to be able to play it for long because, well, Eminem might sue me. But let's have a listen. These are the original speakers, by the way, not changed nothing yet.
I'm full of open Bibles. I think about more than I forget, but I don't go around fire expect.
So that's how that sounds. Which, if you've got one of these cars, you know it sort of sounds like a really cheap ghetto blaster with flat batteries. Sound quality on the speakers, the original speakers, is not the best. So let's get the old ones out and crack on with changing the shitters. And to start with, I need to take this cover off, which I could do with like a little flat screwdriver or something, but you know I said about getting tools, I forgot that bit, so I'll use a pen. Right, and that was pretty sick. I turned the radio on with my elbow when my head was right next to it, trying to reach over to it. And we can see now, I mean, if you've seen the other video that I did, you could see it in that as well, but this is why the sound quality, or partly why the sound quality on these cars is just shite, because it's like a fucking paper mache crap cone with, well, just look. It's self-explanatory that that's not very good. So anyway, 10 millis or Phillips screwdrivers, whichever one you want to use. I'm going to use the 10 millimeters, I think, on this little ratchet, and I'm going to take that out like so. Right, and then once we remove the screws, and obviously you've got to put them in a safe location not to lose them, then the speaker can be liberated, pulled out, and as you can see now, there's a plug that we've got our adapters for. Hopefully they are the right ones. I need to pull that out of there. There's a little tab on the side. Hold on. It's actually a little bit awkward to get to this, especially because the steering wheel's in the way and I'm trying to hold the phone. Probably should have done the passenger side and filmed that one, because I only really need to film one side, but I probably should have done the passenger side so the steering wheel's not in the way, but we've started this side now. See, there's a little tab there. Little tab. Squeeze that and pull. And if it's anything like this one, it might require a two-handed job, because that was actually really tight. Simple enough, just a little bit awkward. So let's pull our OEM Citroen speaker out, or Toyota, or Pergot, whichever one it is, 6 ohm. Right, and compare it to the Jivica ones. Right, so this is our new one, and this is our old one. Size-wise, like I say, pretty much the same, both 4-inch speaker. I think it's about 4-inch speakers, and this is a single way shitter, 6 ohm. That's a 4 ohm, but they do work, tried and tested. So this is the differences. Like I said, single way, 2-way, tweeter, and a woofer. And if you listen, you can hear the sound quality difference. So
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world.
So as is very apparent before we've even put some power to them, we can see that the new one is far superior to the original. So let's just offer it up to the all and see how it fits and which way around we want it. Now, I'm going to put it like that-ish. Hold on. I'm going to put it where... Put the wire in the way actually, but let's just move that wire out of the way, shitter. Get off. I'm going to put it something like this. Something like that. Need to pull them shitters off, don't I? Right, so these tabs are in the way, and because of the way they're designed, don't need to cut them off. Just manipulate them like so. Perfect. And do the same with the opposite one. Hiya! Like that. And now hopefully it should fit in nice and perfectly. Yes, look at that. Lovely. But before I put the screws in, I probably should connect the wire up. And at the risk of being too detailed with my instructions, I'm going to show you to insert a spade connector onto a spade. Yes. And now it should just be able to lovingly plug in and, well, make love to it now. Like so. Look at that. And the wires we just sort of ram down there in a nice and organised fashion with our speaker going where it went before. Carefully not to pull, well, not to do that really, not to drop the shitter. Hold on. Wires are all over the place. Not even filming what I'm doing. A little bit awkward to get to, but we will get there. We will succeed. There we go. Yes. Yes. Look at that. Now that is sexual. Right, and now will probably be a good time to make sure that it works. But before I make sure it works, should make sure it works first. But before I make sure it works, I'm going to probably drop these screws somewhere inside the dashboard. Let's tighten them up, which I'm not going to film. Like so, and it fits perfectly like it's factory fitted. So now I've got one OEM speaker, one JVC speaker, and I'm going to try and compare the sounds by playing some tunage and changing the balance over. So I'm going to try and do that. Right, I don't know if this is going to show up very well, but I'm going to put the phone right in the middle of the car, and when I change the balance to right, it'll be the new speaker, and when I change it to left, it'll be the OEM speaker.
Yeah. Throw dirt on me and throw dirt on me and grow a wildflower.
And I haven't listened to it back on the phone yet, but well, I don't even know if it's picked up any difference, to be honest with you. But in person, it is a big difference between the left and the right. So that's with just one speaker as well. I haven't heard it properly yet because I haven't put the left-hand side speaker in yet, which I'm going to do now. Not going to put that on film because it's the same as this, but the other way around. So it doesn't really warrant it. So I'm going to throw that in and I'm going to see how it sounds with both new speakers in. Like so. And I'm not even exaggerating here, that actually took about less than 5 minutes to fit. And then for what it's worth, even though I'm listening to it through the microphone on the phone, so it's probably not going to pick up much, but let's see how it sounds with two new speakers. Yeah.
Full of open Bibles. I think about more than I forget. But
And in person, 1,000 times better than before. These speakers, now, like I said, I'm not saying the speakers that I fitted in the other car are like no good or anything like that, because you know what, compared to standard speakers, they are a lot better, but these are just in a different league, to be honest with you, and much easier to fit if you're using the adapters, because you don't have to worry about getting the phases wrong or, you know, pulling the wires through to connect them with spare connectors or fucking about like that. Like I said, the second speaker, when I wasn't talking shit and I was just doing it off camera, took about 3 minutes to fit. Not even exaggerating, it was less than 5 minutes to fit it. So it's a lot easier to fit, and the sound quality on these is just, you know, for what they are. Actually, I'm really impressed with them, really good. They're only 4-inch speakers, don't expect it to shake the windows, don't expect it to, you know, give you a massage as you're driving down the road or tickle your bollocks or anything. But you can hear the words, sounds much better, much clearer. I'm not sure if you can pick it up on the phone as I was playing it, you know, through the speakers. I've not played it back to myself yet, but I hope you can, because it is a massively apparent difference. So anyway, speakers. So if you're going to upgrade the speakers, it's not the cheapest option, but it's still not expensive by any means. Just over, well, these are just over 30 quid in the bug store. And I would say that the amount of hassle that it saves you compared to the ones that I put in, and the sound quality, is definitely worth it. So that is my new. The other one I did label it as like a cheap, easy upgrade. This is a slightly less cheap, but still cheap, but easier and better upgrade. And I am, to be honest with you, I'm well happy with that. Really good upgrade. For the money and everything, yeah, as I've said, really good. But if I can get away with it, you know, if I can fit these into this box, I can scroll them back to the seller for a refund, can't I? I'm all messing, I'd never do that. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe and all that kind of shit. And I'll see you next time.